So firstly, what is carbohydrate? The term carbohydrate is a derivation of its environmental formula that can be expressed in terms of just carbon and water. There are 4 types of carbohydrates. First, monosaccharides. It is a simple form of carbohydrates that cannot be further broken down into simple molecules. Hence, they are often recognized as simple sugar. This simple molecule can bond together with glycosidic linkage and produce 2 possibilities, which are become disaccharides or oligosaccharides. The difference between disaccharide and oligosaccharide is disaccharides are linked together by 2 monounits, while in oligosaccharides they are between 3 to 9 units. Oligosaccharides has a sweet taste and less soluble in water. Lastly is polysaccharides, which is a complex carbohydrate that contains long chain of sugar units that are also known as polymer of monosaccharides. Polysaccharides are stored as starch in plant cell and as glycogen in animal cell. Next is glycoconjugate. Glycoconjugate is cell-to-cell reorganization which involves carbohydrate. The carbohydrates and non-sugar residue are bonded with covalent bond. In carbohydrates plus protein, protoglycan is where the protein is attached to a glycosaminoglycan chain. It is linked to the core protein, while glycoprotein is the attachment of oligosaccharides chain to the polypeptide side chain. In carbohydrate plus lipid molecule, glycolipids is the attachment of the mono or oligosaccharides. They are covalently linked to the glycerol group of the hydrophobic lipid, while in lipopolysaccharides are stable endotoxin that are found in gram-negative bacteria. This is to protect the bacterium against the action of bile salt and lipophilic antibiotics. There are various functions of carbohydrate. First, carbohydrate provide energy and regulated blood glucose. Energy is derived by splitting the glucose molecule into smaller compounds and oxidizing this to form water, which frees quite a large amount of energy as ATP. Second, carbohydrates are important for metabolic process. The metabolic pathway for living cells are include biosynthesis such as anabolism and degradation such as catabolism. Carbohydrate also important to spare protein and prevent from ketosis. Also act as a dietary fiber and also improve digestive health. There are several metabolisms in carbohydrate. First, glycogenesis is the formation of glycogen from glucose. Glycogen is synthesized in response to demand for glucose and ATP, which is energy. In glycogenolysis, glycogen is converted first to glucose 1-phosphate and then into glucose 6-phosphate. In glycolysis, if energy is needed, glycogen is converted to glucose 6-phosphate. If it is not needed, the glucose 6-phosphate is converted to glucose for distribution in the blood to various cells, such as brain cells. Glycogenesis is a process of synthesizing glucose from non-carbohydrate sources, such as some amino acid from protein and glycerol from lipid can be converted into glucose. Last but not least, everything has its own pros and cons. Just like carbohydrate, large carbohydrate intake can also contribute to weight gain, so it is needed to consume in the right portion to keep body health.